government of India has said that outstanding boundary issues with Nepal will be settled through the established mechanisms and channels. The Indian response came amid an outcry in Nepal against Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's recent statement on the expansion of a road via Lipu Lake. Good morning, I'm Sarah Chitrakar and these are the headlines of the hour. COVID infection rate shoots up by 5-folds in the space of a week. Unsuspecting revelers and a lack of coordination among state bodies attributed to the fast-spreading virus. Political parties remain divided over local-level polls. A ruling alliance trying to bypass the scheduled election date. Main opposition firm on holding election within mid-May. Foreign employment sector likely to reel under the threat of Omicron variant. Over 300,000 job prospects, but recruitment process stalled. And Mohamed Salah scores the only goal against Guinea-Bissau to kickstart Egypt's Africa Cup of Nations campaign. The win moves Egypt up to second place in Group D, 3 points behind Nigeria. The rate of infection has spread 5 times in the past 7 days in the country. On Sunday earlier this week, the number of infected was calculated to be 841, while the infection rate yesterday was tallied at 3,703. Health experts have viewed that an unwilling general public in maintaining preventive measures coupled with the government's dismal vaccination drive has resulted in this alarming scenario. The infection rate 5 months ago was limited to 0.6%, which was measured at 35% yesterday. The Health Ministry in the meantime has projected that the infection rate this time will reach its peak in 2 weeks' time. More in this report. The infection rate last Sunday was measured at 9%, which increased by 6% the next day on Monday. The infection rate on Tuesday had gone down by 3%. However, the rate climbed by 27% on Wednesday as 2,448 cases returned positive. The virus was detected in 27% of the total tested cases on Thursday, while the rate was 31% on Friday. The infection rate on Saturday climbed to 35.5%, with the projection that the spread rate will reach its peak in 2 weeks' time. During the second wave, the country had reported the highest number of cases at 10,000 in a single day. Lack of vaccination drive, a massive spread of virus in the Indian states is mainly attributed to a possible alarming scenario in Nepal. Despite the government's pledges of intensifying inoculation drive, a mismanaged vaccination center speaks volume about a lackluster approach of the authority in dealing with the impending health crisis. There is confusion surrounding local-level elections scheduled for mid-May as main political parties are divided on the issue. The Election Commission and the main opposition CPN-UML are in favor of holding local elections as per the schedule, while the ruling alliance has reached a mindset of holding all the 3 levels of elections simultaneously. Despite the clear division, the government is yet to take a clear stand on local-level elections. More in this report. The Election Commission has forwarded the proposal of holding local-level election in mid-May as per Local Level Election Act. However, the ruling alliance is riding on the constitutional provision and trying to bypass the mid-May deadline. The Local Level Election Act has provision for holding the local polls 2 months prior to the expiry of the term of the office bearers. However, there is a constitutional provision of holding local elections within 6 months of the expiry of the term of the office bearers. The ruling partners, Maoist Centre and Unified Socialist, have expressed their intent of not holding local-level polls in the scheduled date. Despite the pressure from its ruling partners, Nepali Congress is yet to make its official stand public on the agenda. CPN-UML has meanwhile viewed that the ruling alliance's intention of holding all the 3 levels of election simultaneously might not favour the main opposition. In the face of the dilemma, there is a growing confusion over the dates of the local level elections. India has said that it has already informed the government of Nepal regarding the border dispute between the 2 countries. The Indian government's response through its embassy in Nepal has come in the wake of stern objections made by parties against the remarks made by Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi on the construction of roadway at Lipu Lake. The press release issued by India states that India is clear on the border dispute between the two countries, and that the formation of a government-level mechanism would be suitable to deal with any existing issues. The foreign employment sector that was slowly on the recovery phase has once again been dented by a dramatic surge in cases of Omicron variant. The foreign employment recruitment has been slow despite the demand of over 300,000 workers in the past 6 months. Various countries have halted recruitment of workers in the wake of rising cases, while businesses are in a wait-and-watch situation. The statistics by Department of Foreign Employment show that there is a demand of 310,000 workers for foreign employment, which is 91% higher than last fiscal year. Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar, Kuwait, as well as European nation Romania have demanded Nepali workers. The recruitment agencies that had failed to ratify the demand letter due to the coronavirus pandemic have now been able to send the workers. There has been significant improvement in the workers' demand letter and work permit within 6 months of the ongoing fiscal year. 151,000 workers received work permit within this time period. Some 500,000 migrant workers were homebound in the past 2 years amid the pandemic. The scenario greatly hampered the country's remittance collection, while the threat of the third wave is bound to further derail the employment sector. In our Public Voice segment, we had asked in several provinces how effectively have the preventive measures set by the government to control spread of COVID-19 been observed in local fairs. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Public Voice.
पर्वहरुमा चाहिँ भिडभाड नगरौं भनेर हाम्रो सरकारले जारी गरे पनि हामी पब्लिकहरुले चाहिँ त्यति खासै माने जस्तो लाग्दैन।
सचेतना जगाउनु पर्ने कामहरु त हुन बाँकी नै छ जस्तो लाग्छ।
सरकारले कडा रूपले प्रस्तुत हुनुपर्ने हो कि
सरकारले नै राम्रोसँग पालना नगरेपछि जनताहरूले त के बुझेर पालना गर्नुहुन्छ र?
कोरोना फैलिरहेको अवस्थामा त्यो सतर्कता अपनाउनु पर्ने भएकोले त्यो महोत्सव चाहिँ क्यान्सल भयो।
ओमिक्रोनको यस्तो माहौल भएको बेलामा पनि मान्छे खुलेआम हिँडिरहेछन्।
Time now for our segment, Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
Here's the question: what should be done to improve facilities provided by public transport? Your options are A, government monitoring, B, accountable operators, and C, public should warn. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. That's all for the moment. Our next English bulletin will be at 11 a.m. Thank you for watching. Have a beautiful day ahead.